This is an AllSportsStation production.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC East rivals. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins, next on Madden NFL 23.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
For the second consecutive season, Tua as a starter and Miami as a team both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific, only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions, but he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. eluding the pressure right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense and, of course, leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. first carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Now Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now Jones, gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Open man is Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots! Kendrick Bourne from 17 yards out. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Full connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and He's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Mostert's got all the speed in the world, but injuries have kept him from being able to show that over a full season. Now he finds himself competing for starting touches in Miami and hoping to get back to his 2019 form in San Francisco, where he topped 770 yards with 8 touchdowns.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, Jones. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Jones. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And here comes Raheem Mostert and the Miami offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Mike Gesicki has really emerged as one of the Miami Dolphins' primary targets, and he can run the entire route tree. We know he's dependable in the short areas, but he can also stretch the field down the middle. A career-high 73 catches last season, and he gets another one here to move the chains.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll run right side with Mostert.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. Oh, nice move. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Michelle. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Off a play action, Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And they will run it with Michelle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England's offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Back to throw. Jones over the middle. He's got Myers.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, this is Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on fourth down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on second down. Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here.
Able to slither by. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, He's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Jones on 1st and 10. Open man right side, Myers. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. It's Myers again with another catch. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle.
Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Tua now on 1st down. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in at the 3. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 31, Jones got the connection here to Bourne. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jones now throwing on first down. Complete. Smith has it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for New England. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Let's go, man. Maybe that's how we eat.
Throwing Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on second down. Jones, and this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 93 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This is where you stop. Do what we do every day. Come on with it, man. Y'all got time. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Jalen Phillips was 2nd among rookies with 8.5 sacks in 2021. And the Dolphins, they believe he can be their first player with double-digit sacks since Cameron Wake in 2017.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua, and that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Once again, they got to walk this line, baby. It's game time.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a give, running left is Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 54 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away.
Run! Move that ball!
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones.
That one on the money to Bourne downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Get him going. This is the calm before the storm.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete, it's Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
I got you, baby. Let's do it. They got to lift you. Let's go. Hey, praise y'all.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
We got that defense.
whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with...
And oh, he coughed it up! And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Tua now on 1st down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Now a give to Mostert running right to about the 26 here.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Jones throw there complete to Myers.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's do this, man.
Throwing, Jones.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. We gotta step up right now. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's do it, boys. Let's do this. That's what it is.
Here's Jones on first down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's go, man. Let's focus on what we got to do here. Get it, baby. Let's be perfect. Don't stop that motor. We'll take it. We got to be big time now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. They got to work that.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Pats' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And some room to work. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 177 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Defensively, you give up the big chunk play there on the ground. Now they really have to bow up.
They certainly do, but I know how offensive linemen think. They don't care that the defense is going to bow up. They want to dominate them. They want to get into the end zone first and have the running back follow them. That's how they want to cap off this drive.
Let's go. Take it to the end zone, fellas. Keep it moving, keep it moving.
They'll run with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England's offense set to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the 31, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jones throwing on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips picks up his second sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Dig down deep.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.